CEO report. It's, as you heard, it's my 5th year. It seems like just yesterday I started. And I just really have to say it's been quite an amazing year. And we've had so many accomplishments. And one of the biggest areas I would see is when we came in is the need for leaders in this organization and the need to be able to kind of develop our own. For the last several years, last several positions, we've had to hire externally for leadership, and we have really, really talented individuals with the expertise, with the knowledge, and the desire to lead 5 counties in the future. So I was quite pleased with the fact that we had a 100% graduation rate for our leaders in our Ontario Tech Leadership Development Program. And that really kind of inspires me that we are in a good position as we have several managers who have been with us, and you've heard the wonderful longevity, looking to probably transition soon. So I'm really pleased at that accomplishment. Also, as you know, workplace culture and talent is our first key strategic plan, and we've been working hard to address multiple components of that to really make us the employer of choice. In this past year, we had another 96 response rate to our employee engagement survey. We actually this year even included the unsure and I don't know, and I was really worried that was going to drop us. However, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that the center maintained really high ratings. A few highlights from the survey is 98% reported that they are proud to work at the center. 96 feel that the center provides a safe work environment. 97 feel that their job plays an important role in making a difference for families. 93% have the equipment and materials they need. 93% feel like their team works well together. And 93% also feels that the center provides flexibility and meets the needs of their personal life. And 86% of the employees feel that the center is a great place to work. And 9% said unsure. So I'm like, that's just about almost everyone. And some of those unsures are probably brand new people. So I am pleased the board and leadership remain committed to ensure that we are that employer of choice, and we offer competitive compensation benefits. And I know we're going to be looking at this in the next year as we get the compensation review that is being done through Empowered Kids Ontario. And I think the great work that we've done on that has had a significant impact, as we have the lowest vacant positions than we've ever had here at 5 counties in my tenure, as well as we have a very low turnover rate. Karen McGee, who is our new HR manager, I guess I can't call her new, she's been about a year and a half now, has been very aggressive with her attempt to attend job fairs and getting out and recruiting and getting staff to go with her to help recruit individuals. As of right now, actually, I have little news that people don't know. We actually just got a grant for $400,000 through the Ontario Autism Workforce Initiative. So I'm going to have a couple more open positions because it's a 2-year grant, and it's going to help us with our privately purchased service initiative. And if Darlene was here, I'd give her a shout out right now, because Darlene was the one who wrote that grant so well and convinced the ministry to give us those funds to really trying to help those families that are on the Ontario autism waitlist get the services they need. And it should be a revenue generator for us as well, because for those that don't know, those families have budgets and they're just having a hard time spending them because there's just not enough services in the community. So this is kind of seed money for us to work on a strong plan to be able to address those looking for options. This past year, we've made excellent strides in family engagement. The survey that we had was a 50% increase. If you include the bots that Bill got, we would probably around 250% increase, but we had to cut those out. Little lesson, when you add like a gift card to a survey, you're going to get a whole bunch of bots that are trying to get that free gift card. So We introduced our first Halloween program event and our Ready for School events. Both were held in each of our communities, and hundreds of kids showed up to participate. And this was due in large part to Haley, who is our new family engagement coordinator, and she really worked hard to be able to, find programs that are meaningful for families, to be able to, get ready for school, as parents have a lot of fears, and what are the experiences like for children with exceptionalities entering school. So in August, we did our Ready for School event, which included school bus rides, parent panels, and resource sharing to support families. This year, we bumped it up to this time in June, and we've had it in all our communities, and it's been wonderfully attended. Our Halloween was our well-attended event for a trick-or-treating that was accessible and sensory-friendly, and we removed the barriers that come with trick-or-treating, and we turned our hallways and offices in each one of our sites to a fun place. And I have to say, I think the staff enjoyed it just as much as the kids. We've ramped up our external communications and presence in the community with a multi-channel approach. And we launched our first multimedia campaign targeting TV, radio, social media, billboards, utilizing the Ontario Trillium funding. We had a dramatic increase in the media presence with 210 items covered across all media platforms. So a big kudos to Bill. He's got his head down right now, but this is really his baby, and he's been an incredible addition to 5 counties and getting our message out there. Justice, diversity, equity, inclusion, the work group at 5 counties has now been in existence for 1 year. Since that time, we've hosted workshops and events to raise awareness about diversity and inclusion within our community. We've implemented training programs to staff to enhance cultural competency in understanding of equity issues. We've reviewed and updated organizational policies to ensure they align with GDI principles. And then we've also developed materials and resources to support families and staff embracing diversity and inclusion. Northumberland. Let's say a little bit about Northumberland, and you heard a little bit about it. We had a great presence in Northumberland this year, not only with the charity of choice through Tim Hortons Smile Cookie campaign, but McDonald's McHappy Day. We were also recognized as the not-for-profit of the year by the Northumberland Chamber of Commerce, and we were just really excited about it. And several of you were there last week. We were able to open our accessible backyard in Coburg, and it is gorgeous and beautiful, and you have to come see it. It was a wonderful event. It was great to do the opening with dozens of kids kind of behind, well, maybe a dozen, behind me playing. All the while we were really celebrating it as a community. And it was a wonderful community accomplishment because many organizations in different levels of government help support getting that backyard up and accessible and ready. And it was up until like 2 weeks ago, I actually got locked in the backyard and I had to jump the fence because I showed up before the office hours and I thought we had a fob. So, we're just doing, so I had to take my work shoes off and then jump the fence, which was quite fun. And as you heard, with fund development, an incredible year. We broke the $2 million mark on donations, total over $2.1 million. It's an amazing accomplishment, and a big thanks to Lynn Giles and her team, small but mighty fund development team. And as often Lynn says, this work extends beyond the fund development team, as results like this are truly a team effort, and it takes everyone believing in the work that we do. We've already talked a little bit about the EliaCare Award. Big thanks to Elizabeth Martinell and Newer and the countless others. Really, it's something that it's hard to express how the CTCs and our other communities really rely on 5 counties to be the first organization to go through this and then provide the support. So a big kudos to them. As you know, physician challenges, physician shortages are always a problem, and with our reduced physician time and longer wait lists for kids to receive the autism diagnosis, the center created a collaborative approach with the help of Darlene Callan and the clinical management team. They looked at doing in-depth assessments and providing those to the physicians for autism to make sure that the pediatricians in our community can do the autism assessments themselves and have the background information. We have a lot of research showing that our local physicians have the skill set, but they refer to us just to make sure. So we're doing that work very closely with them, and it's had a wonderful response. And the Children's Treatment EKO, or Power Kids Ontario, has actually asked us to present this model to the rest of the province on how we're going about these. And as you heard, this was the year that we were tested and inspected. I'm happy to say with CARF, we had over 2,000 essentially standards we were measured against, and we had over a 99% compliance rate. And then with the ministry doing the risk assessment, having that really, really low rate, which the score, as you heard, was the lowest they've had at a 4.3%. And that is really huge for us, because then that gives us financial flexibility on how we can use MCCSS funds, because they understand we have the processes in place, and they look at everything from our board operation to right down to the treatment with kids. So I'm really, really excited about that. And finally, this was a year that we served the most kids that we've ever had, with over 6,200 kids. We had 2,300 more visits than we did last year, and we saw a 12% increase in referrals. Despite that, we were still able to decrease the wait list by 5%, with bringing it to 15% in the last 2 years. And we've seen a dramatic decrease in wait times for those on the wait list for our school-based services and in-center services. And I'll have more information for the board in the new year, as we're just still looking at our wait time data. But we've seen those numbers drop dramatically. And despite us having more kids, the work of tiered intervention is truly working. So in closing, we've had a very busy and successful year, and the work is far from done. We strive to continue to make improvements and provide better supports for families and children. Our wait lists are real, and we've had some sustained success in reducing them. The sustained success is directly related to all the hard work everyone does every day, and everyone has done for the last 50 years. I like the analogy that's becoming more common in our vernacular of standing on one's shoulders. And the quote originally was attributed to a 12th century philosopher, John of Salisbury, and then later became more widely popular, known by Sir Isaac Newton. And the quote is, "If I've seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." I feel this perfectly captures where we are as 5 counties in our 50th year. We are standing on the shoulders of all the giants that dedicated their time, resources, and passion to make 5 counties who we are today, and I hope they're proud.